Alright, we're about to do part 2 of the final exam review. This is just knowing that you know how to use the distance formula and the midpoint formula. Okay, the midpoint is basically the center of, or the middle point between the two lines, okay? So for our line right here, it should fall somewhere about right here, okay? But the easiest way to do this for most people is just to use the midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is x of m is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Ym, the midpoint of y, is y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay. First thing we do, we find our points. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, -1. And z is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's look at this. x1 plus y1, so we do -4 plus 3 divided by 2. So that would equal to, if you put it all in your calculator, it'll be -1/2. Ym is -1 plus 3 divided by 2. You put all of that in your calculator and you get 1. So it's going to be -1/2 and 1. Now if you look at that, that is that point right there. See, -1/2 and 1. Okay. Now the only other thing that you need to do is in part 2 is find the length of a segment. We do that by using the distance formula. The distance formula is equal to x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so you have to know the distance formula, and then all you have to do is find your points. It's the same point that's up there. Okay, and then substitute. So x2 is 3 minus -4 minus a negative is a positive, so 3 plus 4 squared plus (3) minus -1, which is 3 plus 1 squared, and if you do that correctly and put it all in your calculator correctly, you should get 8.06. Okay, so this right here, the length of MZ is 8.06. Let's try another one. Okay, find the midpoint of the segment. The segment is SE. First thing I need to do is look for my points. 1, 2, 3. So this is -3. 1, 2, 3, 4. -3, -4. This one right here is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4. So again, using the midpoint formula, I have -3 plus 4 divided by 2. That should get me 1/2. Okay, then I do -4. Oops, Mr. Lee messed up. No, he didn't. He just has bad handwriting. -4 plus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so 1/2 and 0. That's my midpoint. Okay, look. That looks like it's in the middle of E and S. That's my midpoint. Okay, number 4. Find the length of the segment. Again, I used the same segment I did for my midpoint, so I know what the points are. Again, you use the distance formula. x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So x1, 4 plus 3. Remember, you subtract the negative. Okay, plus 4 minus a -4, so that becomes a +4 squared. Do you know what? Magically, I think this one comes out to be the same answer. 8.0. No, it's not. Sorry. Now Mr. Lee messed up for real. Instead of using his super brain, he should have used the calculator's super brain. Which, doing it now, he gets 10.63. Okay. So, oops, pressed the wrong thing. Go back to my flip chart. There's my flip chart. There's my flip chart. Okay. Okay, find the distance again. And I'm not going to write the whole equation out, but we do the x. Okay, so 5 minus a -7, so 5 plus 7 squared plus 9 minus 0 squared. Okay, you put that in your calculator like you're supposed to, because you don't want to make mistakes. You should get 15. Okay, distance again. Your x, -8 plus 12 squared, and then plus -4 plus 7 squared. Because remember, -4 minus a negative 7 becomes a plus 7. Okay. And if you do this correctly, you should get five. Alright, now we'll do some practice with midpoints with our point. Okay, so our x, I'm not going to write the formula out, you should have it already. Negative 7 plus 5. You add the x's together, divide by 2. You get negative 1. And you do the same thing for the y. 0 plus 9 divided by 2 is going to be equal to 9 over 2, or 4.5. So our answer is going to be negative 1, 4.5. Okay, one more. Negative 12 minus 8 divided by 2 equals negative 10. Then I do negative 7 minus 4, because we're adding a negative, which is basically subtracting. It gets you negative 11 over 2, or 5.5. So our answer is negative 10, negative 5.5. Okay, that's 8 problems. Do we have another one? No, we don't. So we are done.